to you with a little cooking lesson today. I'm making a favorite dish of mine that I haven't made in a long time. But since I'm home with the family, we're doing some things up, and I want to show you what I'm doing. Today I'm going to make a chicken cacciatore. Just an old world dish there, and I'm going to show you what I do when I make it. So the first thing I'm going to do, and we're going to come back and forth here, is if you notice, you look at my stove here, right on the gas grill, I've got some peppers, some nice beautiful bell peppers, some orange and red peppers. And if you notice, I've got them right on the flame and I'm burning them. And I'm gonna show you why we're gonna do that later, but we're gonna burn the skin off. We're gonna set that stuff on fire. They're gonna get nice and black, and I'm gonna put them in a bag. We're gonna steam them off, and then we're gonna peel off all of the skin, because we don't like to eat the skin. I'll be back to you for the next segment. Okay, so we've got our cutlets that I've got. There's nice chicken cutlets here. These are organic. I like to use organic. Nice, healthy chicken breast. And what I do is, I'm going to show you what I do with them for my chicken cacciatore recipe. Now, chicken cacciatore is traditionally made with thigh meat and bony, kind of meaty stuff. This is the more healthy version of it, which I do with all white meat with breast. Same flavor, just a little bit different. So I just taken a little flour, put a little bit of olive oil here in a pan, and I'm lightly, if you notice, I just got about all of the dust off of it. So it just doesn't stick to the pan, and we're gonna heat it up on high heat. We're just gonna fry this up a little bit. And then I'm gonna set them aside. We're gonna finish this here off in the oven. But for now, I just wanna get these here cooked up. Okay? We'll be back. Okay, so here's that brown bag with the peppers that I lit on fire on the stove. And remember, we did those on an open flame. And that, what we did was, we're steaming them in this bag, and now we've got a nice easy way to clean off the skin of the pepper, because nobody wants the skin of the pepper in their chicken cacciatore. Now you want to be careful not to do this too much, okay? Because you don't want your pepper getting really soft. I like my vegetables to taste like peppers and mushrooms and onions. When I eat them, I don't want mush. I want something that tastes nice and got some nice body to it. So I'm just cleaning off these peppers now. I'm gonna open them up. I'm gonna take out the seeds, and then we're gonna slice them up. If you notice these roasted peppers that I've got over here, those are some that I've already done a little earlier. And I've just got them cut up. They still got some firmness to them. I cleaned off all of the skin, got all the black off of it. Just gonna run it under some water and clean it off and slice them up like that. I'll be back. So what I've done is I've cooked my chicken breast. I've taken these nice thick chicken breasts, sliced them in half, and I just put them in a little flour, a little bit of olive oil, and in a non-stick pan, I cook these things on high heat to give them a little, nice little color, as you can see here. Now, I'm not worried about these things cooking all the way through, because it's going to go in the oven anyway. And don't be afraid of undercooking chicken, because most people like to cook chicken through, and it gets all dry and tough and all of that. But what we do is look, once those juices start coming out of there and they're clear, that thing is cooked and there's no bacteria. It's all killed. But again, I don't want to overcook them because I'm going to heat them up again. So leave them a little plump, get some color, because we cooked them on high heat, but they're not cooked all the way through, okay? Here they are here. We're putting them in a nice casserole. I'm going to show you the next step. I'll be back. Okay, next step. I'm taking the pan. I like something a little deep. You can use anything that you really want. We're going to saute some vegetables. We're not going to overcook them. And we're going to make the cacciatore sauce with all of this blended together. So what I've done is, I've taken some nice olive oil with garlic cooked into it, a lot of garlic, and I've removed all of the garlic. Now you might like chunks of garlic and you can leave it in there and eat it, but most people, if you notice, those people that eat those chunks of garlic, they stink like garlic all day long. Being in the business we're in, we don't want to be talking to people with garlic breath. But we want to eat good, don't we? So, what I do is, I call this here liquid gold. I make my garlic oil. I take a big can of Filippo Berio olive oil. I buy tons of peeled garlic, and I dump that whole can into a pan, and I cook maybe 3/4 of peeled garlic with one whole can there of olive oil. And I cook them, I let them brown nice and slow, I let them sit in there. And I get all of that oil, and then I dump them into little containers and I freeze these. So I've got olive oil with garlic already cooked into it anytime I want. I can make pasta aioli, I can do anything I want with that garlic oil. It's just such a nice base to use all the time. Someday I'll show you how to do that, but I explained it, and you might know how to do that on your own. If you don't, you're gonna have to wait until I show you. Okay, here we go, folks. Okay, we got the garlic oil heating up. We're gonna take our onions. These are nice Vidalia onions or sweet onions. White onions is what you're gonna use. We're gonna get those in the pan first. We want to get these here a little soft. Again, don't overkill it. Don't kill anything. We wanna keep them nice and firm because we're going to be doing this in the oven again, and we want to make this real nice. So first thing we got is our onions, and we're just letting them get a little translucent. Don't want it too high, but we want it to cook a little bit. Next thing I have on this tray is the roasted peppers that we roasted and peeled them, and now we sliced them. Look, they've got firmness to them. They're not dead. They got a nice thing, and you notice I put some color with them, mixed them up. I like color. Food should have color, okay? These here are some pickled peppers, and I sliced these a little bit different. Regular jar pickled peppers that you can get. Vinegar peppers. That's a little secret that I use in my chicken cacciatore, okay? So our onions, here they are. You see how bold they are? They're nice big slices. I'm not overcooking them right now. Gonna add my mushrooms next. Get all of those cooked up a little bit, get the water out of them. Before, you notice I'm not putting the peppers in yet. And the reason why is because they've already been steamed a little bit. They've already sort of blanched. If you put them in now, they're gonna get too soft. And we don't wanna do that. Here's our chicken that we did in the pan. It's all laid out in a nice casserole. Okay, these are nice and soft here. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add my can of Manzano tomatoes. Okay, these are Italian tomatoes. I don't like using the California one in this dish because the Californias have a little bit more sweetness to it than the Manzanos have. These are a little bit more bitter, and in this dish, remember we're using vinegar peppers. So we're going to have this little pop there that's going to be really nice, okay? So we're making our sauce here. Look at these tomatoes, how beautiful they are. I like leaving them chunky, okay? I don't like that just, a lot of things, my mother used to make this dish with tomato paste, and that was an old world style to doing it. Just a little bit more healthy type eating here, vegetables and stuff. We can always change this up. This for now is just this particular style of a chicken cacciatore dish. Revamped, I call it. Okay? So we got our fresh herbs in there, we got our tomatoes in there. Softening up. I want to add a little wine to it. I've got fresh herbs in there and a little wine. Okay? And now I'm going to add some spice to it too. I'm going to use some dried oregano now. Okay? That's going to give us a little flavor. Not too much. Again, don't kill anything with one spice. Salt, I like using kosher salt. Why? I don't know. I just like the kosher salt better. A little bit of granulated garlic to give us a little bit more pop that we had there. Now, let's mix that up a little bit. If you can see here, broke up those tomatoes a little bit. Again, we're going to let this cook just a little bit and simmer, and then we're going to add the roasted peppers and the pickled peppers. Very important, pickled peppers. Yeah. And again, you ask why? Don't ever ask me any questions, okay? None of your business why. If you want to make this, you do what I tell you to do, okay? All right. So, here we go. Now that this is boiling again, starting to get some nice flavor here. It's starting to, oh, it's got a nice scent to it. Okay, we're gonna add some peppers now. Here we go. Okay, here we go. You notice our vegetables are cooked just a little bit more. Again, they're still nice and firm, and the sauce is boiling up nice. Now we're just going to take this here. We're going to move over to our casserole dish here, or a pan, whatever you're going to put it in. We've got our chicken breasts that have got a nice color on the outside. Again, they're not even cooked all the way through, because I did it on high heat. They're still nice and soft and moist here, because we don't want them to be like a piece of shoe leather. We're just going to put this over the top here. Look at this, and this has some nice color to it, and that looks beautiful. Okay, now before we pop this in the oven, we've got a little trick for it. I'm going to take some balsamic vinegar glaze, okay? And I just want to take this here. I want to put a little glaze over the top of this here, because remember, we use those vinegar peppers. And this is part of what gives this dish a nice flavor, is the vinegar. It's a little pop. It's not overpowering where it kills everything. It's just a little pop. We're gonna put that in the oven for about maybe 15 minutes till it starts boiling over nice, and then we're gonna eat. And we're gonna eat good. I'll be back. Mixed green with a little olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, some fennel and fresh tomato with a little white balsamic vinegar, some Parmesan cheese on there. Okay, so next we've got our salad on the table. We're adding some sauteed kale with a little olive oil with raisins and pine nuts, a little salt and pepper. Absolutely delicious. Here we go. We're taking this out of the oven now. You can see, look at that sauce, it just bubbled up there. I used a 500-degree convection oven to do this here at like 15 minutes, and now we've got this great sauce. We've got this nice, moist, tender chicken. The peppers have got that vinegar pop to it. Nice tomato. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Come join us for dinner at the Micheletti house, and if you can't be here, too damn bad, okay?